Hey, welcome. We're in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the Marriott Hotel. And I wrote the book Fly Solo, which is all about empowering women to travel alone. But I'm here with somebody who's absolutely amazing. She's got a new book coming out. This is Jenny Block. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Jenny, tell us about this book that you've got coming out on June 1st with Seal Press.
Well, I have a new book coming out, that's right. It's called Open: Love, Sex, and Life in an Open Marriage. And it's all about my marriage.
Now, what do you mean by it's all about your marriage? Seems like most people have like a normal marriage. What makes your marriage different?
Well, my husband and I have been married sort of, I guess what you'd say, traditionally for about 11 years. But for about 4 of those years, we've lived them openly.
Now, when you say openly, what do you mean by openly?
Well, although, again, in a traditional marriage, people are generally monogamous with one another. But in our relationship, we have the freedom to have relationships with people outside of one another.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I think that there's going to be two different schools of thought with what you're writing about. Have you gotten any kind of resistance about this?
Yes, absolutely. I think people are, and I'm not surprised, people are frightened, A, because it seems like something new, and B, because it is a little bit scary. You're talking about taking something that we're all very comfortable with and shaking it up a little, basically.
Okay, so let's get down and dirty here. I'm married. I'm ready to explore a little bit of the wild side. What is one of the steps that I would need to take to start exploring an open marriage or relationship?
Well, the most important thing for you to do is to talk to your partner, because there is nothing more important in an open relationship, in a polyamorous relationship where you're attempting to love more than one person, than to talk to the person that you already have a relationship with now.
Okay, so first step is talk.
Yes, absolutely. And the second step is to sort of dip your toe in that water and see what happens when you go out, let's say, to a restaurant or to a bar and flirt with other people. Are you able to watch your partner flirt with other people, or does that automatically, upset you? In which case, you're probably not quite ready for this yet.
Now, what are some of the danger signs? Like, okay, I had the conversation, we dipped our toe, but then a warning sign. What would be one of those warning signs that I should be looking out for?
Well, if your partner all of a sudden withdraws from you and no longer wants to talk, if it no longer seems like it's fun for your partner, or if you're starting to feel like it's not fun, then you need to take a step back. It might be time to reevaluate what you're doing now, and not necessarily stop, but talk about how you're going to move forward.
Now, say that I buy your book. What am I going to learn about reading this book? Am I going to learn the 1, 2, 3s, or am I going to learn about your personal story?
Well, you're going to learn both, really. I mean, you're going to hear a lot about my story. Open is a memoir of sorts, but it's also, I guess, a how-to in some ways. I mean, you could certainly read the book and find your way into at least starting out in an open relationship.
Wow. Well, this has been great. I'm looking forward to reading the book.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Once again, the book is Open: Love, Sex, and Life in an Open Marriage by Jenny Block. It's coming out with Seal Press on June 1st. How much is it, and where can we find it?
It's $24.95, and you can actually find it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Borders, any of your local bookstores.
Great. Well, it's so great to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.